When we are clear about our own values and purpose, life becomes simpler. We stop being distracted by the noise around us and start living according to our true self, unapologetically. In today's world, it's incredibly tough to drown out the constant noise. Everywhere we look, there is someone telling us what we should do, how we should look, and what success should mean. Social media, societal norms, and the opinions of others often create a pressure to conform to external standards. Stoicism teaches us to build the mental strength to resist that noise and stay grounded in our own values. It reminds us that, at the end of the day, our happiness and fulfillment are not found in trying to meet everyone else's expectations. Instead, they are found in living authentically, according to our true values. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and a Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively in his Meditations about the importance of standing firm in our values, even when others do not understand or agree with us. He knew that staying true to ourselves often means going against the grain, and that's not always easy. However, Marcus understood that living authentically is the only way to experience a truly fulfilling life. When we follow our values, we can face challenges with a sense of purpose and clarity, even when the world around us is chaotic. Marcus Aurelius was no stranger to adversity, yet he chose to remain committed to his principles and lead with integrity. His example is a powerful reminder that living by our values, even when it's difficult, will ultimately lead to a more meaningful and contented life. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is the importance of self-awareness and self-reflection. For the Stoics, regular self-examination was essential to living a virtuous and purposeful life. They believed that in order to live in alignment with our true selves, we must constantly evaluate our actions, thoughts, and feelings. It's easy to get swept up in the noise of modern life, work demands, societal pressures, and the lure of material success. We often find ourselves chasing after superficial goals, trying to meet expectations that may not even reflect our own values or desires. Stoicism challenges us to pause amidst the hustle and bustle of life and ask ourselves some critical questions. What is truly important to me? What do I want to stand for in this world? By reflecting on these questions, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of our personal values and purpose. This self-awareness empowers us to make decisions that are rooted in who we are, rather than in external influences or the desire to please others. When we take the time to explore our inner beliefs, we gain clarity, and this clarity provides the strength we need to navigate life's challenges with confidence. In times of uncertainty, when the world is pushing us in many different directions, the answers to these fundamental questions help us remain grounded and true to ourselves. They become the compass that guides us through difficult times and decisions. Living in alignment with our values is crucial, especially in a world that constantly demands more from us. Every day, we face external pressures, whether from social media, our careers, or even our families, that can push us to act in ways that don't truly reflect who we are. We may be tempted to follow trends, to conform to societal expectations, or to seek approval from others, but Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to decide who we want to be and how we want to live. We don't have to live based on someone else's standards or constantly strive to meet unattainable ideals. By staying connected to our core values, we strengthen our inner resolve and resilience. When we are clear about our own principles and what truly matters to us, we can face challenges with a greater sense of purpose. Life will always present difficulties, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed by them. But when we approach challenges with a solid sense of self and a clear understanding of our values, we can handle them more effectively. We become less vulnerable to the pressure of outside forces, and we find ourselves able to make choices that reflect our true character, not just the expectations of others. We learn to navigate the world with authenticity, knowing that we are walking a path that aligns with who we really are. Another essential aspect of Stoicism is the emphasis on how we interpret the events in our lives. The Stoics taught that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we do have the power to control how we perceive those events. Life is inherently unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. We will encounter setbacks, disappointments, and frustrations, but we cannot allow those events to dictate our emotional well-being. Instead, Stoicism teaches us to change the way we see things, shifting our focus from the problem itself to our response to it. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most well-known Stoic philosophers, expressed this beautifully when he wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This statement serves as a powerful reminder that the way we think about a situation has the power to shape our reality. When we focus on the negative aspects of life, when we dwell on what is wrong or what we cannot control, we allow those negative thoughts to dictate our emotional state. These thoughts can lead to feelings of frustration, helplessness, or even despair. But when we make a conscious effort to shift our perspective, we can find new meaning and purpose in even the most difficult circumstances. Changing our perspective doesn't mean ignoring the challenges we face or pretending everything is fine when it's not. Instead, it's about choosing to look at things from a different angle. When we encounter a setback, we can choose to see it as an opportunity for growth rather than as a failure. When we face obstacles, we can focus on what we can control and what we can learn from the situation. Stoicism teaches us to find the lessons hidden within our struggles and to use those lessons to improve ourselves. Our thoughts are not just passive reactions to the world around us, they are active choices that we can make. By choosing to reframe our thinking, we empower ourselves to navigate life's challenges more effectively. Instead of being trapped by negative emotions or frustration, we can shift our mindset and find peace, growth, and even joy in situations that might have once felt overwhelming. This change in perspective allows us to become more resilient, more adaptable, and more at peace with ourselves and the world around us. It's also important to recognize that the power of our thoughts extends beyond just our immediate reactions to events. The way we think about our lives, our relationships, and our future can have a profound impact on our overall well-being. If we constantly focus on the negative or fixate on what's missing, we will feel unfulfilled and dissatisfied. But if we shift our thinking to focus on what we have, what we can control, and what we've learned from past experiences, we open ourselves up to greater satisfaction and fulfillment. In this way, Stoicism encourages us to take responsibility for our thoughts and perceptions. We are not passive victims of our circumstances. We are active participants in shaping our own reality. By consciously choosing to focus on the positive, to reframe challenges as opportunities, and to align our thoughts with our core values, we can cultivate a sense of peace and resilience, no matter what life throws our way. In doing so, we become masters of our own minds, and our thoughts no longer control us, they empower us. Ultimately, Stoicism offers us a profound and empowering way to live. By practicing self-awareness, embracing the power of reframing, and staying grounded in our values, we can navigate life with clarity, resilience, and purpose. Through the quality of our thoughts, we can shape our reality and cultivate a life that is truly fulfilling. One powerful Stoic practice for changing our perspective is reframing. Reframing is the art of seeing things differently. It's about taking a situation that may initially seem like a setback or failure and choosing to view it as an opportunity for growth. Instead of focusing on what is going wrong or what we cannot control, we focus on what we can control, what we can learn, and what we can improve. Reframing is not about being overly optimistic or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. It's about shifting our mindset so that we can find opportunities and solutions rather than getting stuck in frustration or self-pity. Epictetus once said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." In other words, we should focus on the present and appreciate what we have right now, rather than wishing for something else or waiting for a better time. The Stoics understood that true happiness and fulfillment are found in the present moment, not in some future achievement or possession. When we fully engage with the present, we experience life more deeply and authentically. Being present doesn't mean ignoring our responsibilities or avoiding planning for the future. It means giving our full attention to whatever is in front of us right now. It means putting down our phones and distractions, engaging with the people around us and focusing on the task at hand. By practicing presence, we create space for mindfulness, gratitude, and joy. We stop rushing through life and start savoring it. So the next time you find yourself overwhelmed or distracted, remember the wisdom of the Stoics. Stay anchored in your values, change how you see things, and embrace the power of the present moment. These practices will help you live a life of purpose, clarity, and inner peace.